Yeah. Oh, good morning, guys. I hope you guys, weather's improving up north, northeast. Good morning, Chris, Diane. Good morning, Lisa. Some of y'all skipped by before I got a chance to see the names. It's nice out here today. It's already 40, upper 40s. Sun's out. Gonna be up to 60 something today, 62, 63, something like that. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, sweetie. Sarah Dodd. Roddy Neal. Good morning, my dear friend. That ain't what you said earlier. That ain't the greeting I got earlier. Good morning, Melissa. Rainy here in Florida. Okay. We actually need some rain here, guys. As on the news talking about, we're kind of going into a drought. A little bit of a drought. It's almost severe. Well, not severe, but moderate, I guess they call it. But yeah, already. And we had a dry summer. Good spring, but a dry summer. It really got dry. So yeah, we needing some rain. And I think over in Louisiana, they getting probably too much rain. So maybe Ronnie and them can share some of that back over here. Not a flood, just some rain. Good morning, Kim. Good morning. Kimmy, good morning. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing the same. Kay Weston, good morning. Good morning, chat family. Yeah, thank you, Betsy Lou. Bonetta, good morning. And I tell y'all, good morning. Peggy Coleman's back on here today. Peggy's been going through some weather up there where she lives. Well, a lot of you guys have, but she's back today. Thomas is back on here, I think, this morning. Good morning, Thomas. My friend in Alaska, way up there. Lives in an igloo. Connie, good morning. And sweetheart, right? Connie, please. You know, it's getting where I can't hardly deal with him because he's so got the big head now. People keep calling him sweetie, and Vera says he's a sweetheart and all this kind of stuff. And it just, you don't know him like I know him. Good morning, Vera. Talking about you. Lynn Suter, good morning. Sherry. Sky, good morning. Peggy Irwin, good morning. Peggy's on. Both the Peggy's are on here. Good. Good morning, Joe Ray from Georgia. So I got a message a while ago from a lady says it's raining in Georgia today. Probably a song about raining in Georgia. Sounds like it should be a song about that. I don't know. Yeah, good morning for Ivan. Good morning for Ivan. And today's Ivan's birthday as far as my calendar shows. It could be a day or two off, but Ivan don't care. He's going to get a birthday song here in a little while, and he's also going to get some treats this morning. I'll make a little video of it. He's going to get a special day. It'll be Ivan's special day. He's going to get to come in the front yard today, and he'll have treats and stuff, and he can wander around and breeze yard and stuff, and you know, just kind of be a nuisance. That's what he wants to do. And at some point, he'll want to go back in the back, and I'll let him back in the back with a miracle. I don't know why. Good morning, Julie. Yeah, Ivan. He's a birthday boy. He's been a special little guy to me. I'm so thankful Lester and Jamie, not that they couldn't take care of it, they couldn't get him to take a bottle, but they saw fit to let me give a try at it. And he was a pain in the butt, I'll tell you. That day they brought him down, they said he won't take a bottle, you know, and his mama wasn't giving no milk. She was old and just had no idea she was going to have a baby. And she popped that little dude out, and there's no milk. And he wouldn't take a bottle. And so I hadn't met nothing yet. I couldn't take a bottle. So I got my bottle out, got some milk for him. I couldn't. I'd hold him. I'd just kind of stand over his shoulders, you know, kind of straddle him, because he's little. And hold his head up, stick that bottle in, and squeeze, and milk run outside. What are you going to do? He's contrary. You know, donkeys are contrary. I can't call him a donkey out there. And I fought it all that day, trying to get a bottle down him, you know, and I couldn't. Just a little, maybe an ounce now and then. Probably just enough to keep him going. Yeah, he still is. Yeah, he's still contrary. And good morning, Jennifer. I didn't see what's happening with Jennifer. Anyway, I was reading that night on Google, and you can't believe everything I guess you read on Google. I was reading, it said sometimes donkeys won't take a bottle, but they'll drink out of a bucket. So the next morning, bright and early, I poured this warm milk in the bucket and stuck it up there, and he stuck his face down in it and sucked it right up. And that day on, it was just, you know, a pain in the butt. Yeah, that day on. I came out here this morning without my thermos. So I may be a pot of coffee over here. So if you see me having to move over at some point, a little pot right there, I think it holds 3 cups. So I'll have to move over there now and then and get me a cup. So, because this coffee here done got cold. I brought this out of the house, and I'm going to just finish it off. I like hot coffee. Anyway, okay, let's get back to all you guys. We had a storm come through Plum Grove yesterday evening. Whether it was a tornado or just really straight winds, what do you call them? About 2 miles up the road, the sky got horribly black. And I just finished my chores, and I was watching Bree out here do her chores. And like I say, the sky got black, and all of a sudden, but the wind didn't blow here that much. It blew, but not hard. But yeah, good, we're back. All right, I ain't gonna call you that, Mr. William. Good morning, William. I know it's raining in Georgia. That's why you're on here. You can't go outside. I've already been told, lady in Georgia, it's raining in Georgia. Anyway, about 2 miles up the road, that wind come through there, and they thought it was a tornado. It may have been. Good morning, buddy. And it blew down their barn in a big shop, a 30 by 50 or something like that shop. It flattened that dude out, blew tin all the way across their pastures, tore up 2 or 3 big trees. Knocked all the windows out of the church and out of their cars and vehicles parked around there. Blew the fence down, a wooden fence, blew all the boards off of it. That's tough. So, yeah, it was on the news last night, and I got a couple of messages. I think Karen sent me one. There's supposed to be a tornado or something in Liberty County, and I said, well, I hadn't seen it yet, but I'll check. Nothing was here. And sure enough, it was like 2 miles up the road. I know the guys that live there. Know them well. Used to play at sandlot football with them. Yeah, at cow patty football. We out there in the hayfields playing football. Whew, that was tough. That's why I'm probably broke up now. But anyway, yeah, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, I know them real well. The weather's wild. It's wild, you know, and I think some of you guys still digging out up north. And one lady says she's fixing to get dumped on again. So I guess it's coming back. They telling us on the news last night or the night before last, I guess it was the night before last, the jet stream or whatever is going to miss now, and they're going to throw a little bit more bad weather toward Arizona and California maybe, but it's going to pick up and come through here going like west to east. And we're going to be in the milder weather, just in the southeast, south and southeast. But just that little spot come down there and showed it on the news. Now, who knows how accurate them people are? I don't know. You got ice this morning from the snow that you got yesterday. Yeah. Broken water line. Thank God we ain't had none of them. Snowed in Minnesota this morning. Carly K's ready for spring. I am too, Carly K. I am too. Yeah, I'd love to weather change. One year, it's been a while back. One year, gosh, it's been a long time ago, but I planted my garden on the last day of February. Yeah, my whole garden. And it grew. It grew. I had a bumper crop before school was out. I was taking vegetables to school and giving to other teachers and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it was an awesome year. But every year's not like that. But normally, seriously, we can start working our gardens in March. Maybe not doing a lot of planting because you'll get some frost sometimes in March. And the days will be pretty, but they'll be cool at night and a little frost will hit. You don't want to kill your plants. So you have to be real careful. Because sometimes plants, if they come up to here, cover them in plastic or something, keep them from frosting. Yeah, but so we'll be starting our gardens probably in about a month. You started some seed. Now's a good time to start them. I need to. Dorothy sent me a little greenhouse, a little small one that you start seeds in. I need to get it all out one day and we'll put it together and get me some seeds started. That's a good thing to do right now. You just put a light bulb in there, keep them warm. You've had thunder. Yeah, Ronnie, now listen, Ronnie said you had thunder in February. You're going to have a bad spot in April. That's Ronnie's forecast. If you hear thunder in February, you're going to have a cold spot in April. Now, he says it happens every year. I don't know. He told me that last year, and I don't remember we had a bad thing in April or not. No planting until May in Michigan. Yeah. Steve and I have a lot of fun back and forth. My garden be started, and he's still blowing snow off his place out there in Tennessee. He said, man, they can't start until way later than me. I've already got plants growing. He gets on to me about it for showing him. But yeah, it's I guess, but then y'all have, I don't know how long your growing season is up there. Ours would be long if we had the rain, if we had the water, but we don't. And it gets so hot, like up in July and August. Some plants just don't do well in the heat, just don't do well, even with water. Spring does bring in some bad weather. It does, and also the allergies will pick up. All them trees start putting that pollen out, April and May. Cars will be yellow. There'll be that yellow film on everything around here from that pollen from these trees and stuff. Kathy's got a bunch of mud from all that snow and rain and stuff. Well, yeah, rain too. Yeah, that's another thing. When that snow starts melting, my brother up in Washington said, when they start melting, he said, then you got a slush for a few days there around there, that it kind of soaks up, gets soaked up and gets out of the way. But good morning there, Marie. We worry about floods too. Yeah, during the spring. Any other time, hurricanes, you always got to worry about a hurricane coming through and bringing all that water, and then we have to worry about floods then, them too. But spring, sometimes you just get tons of rain, and you got to worry about the flooding. Bad weather's coming back, Elizabeth. See, yeah, the old that dude up there saw his shadow, didn't he? He saw his shadow. 6 more weeks. Yeah. If he had been a little phantom guy, he would have seen his shadow. I think you see the shadow every year. I think. All right, Brenda has 2 big gardens. She plants enough for the whole year. That's awesome. We could do 2 gardens easy enough, you know, on some plants if we just got the rain. You know, it's hard to water enough out of your water hose. You know, it doesn't compare to rain, and it's just hard to get the right amount of water on them from a water hose, you know, and make them grow like you want them to grow. I'm going to I'll be back with my little raised garden this year, but I'm changing the soil out. It's something we're going to do pretty quick. And I'm also going to have 1 row of cucumbers out in my old garden, at least 1 row. Because I've got to have some pickles. I got to have some pickles. All right. In Alabama, you have a possum. I guess that'll work. That'll work. Around here, we use cats. They see a cat, see a shadow. All right. Good morning, Julie. Linda, good morning. Thank you. Hit the like button. Britt has a birthday? Or Britt? We need to write that down, don't we? We added Susan. You know, Steve and Susan live in Tennessee. Added Susan last night to our list because she's in the hospital. So remember Susan. Britt has a birthday. Hang on. Gotta make a space for it. Britt. Kayla Duckett, hope you're doing well. Someone's message. Cassie has a birthday tomorrow. We'll do it today. Morning, Marie. Yeah, I didn't know, Lester. We the last to know anything about what goes on. Unless most time you guys tell us what's going on. We're the last to know. I seen a post this morning of holding that grandbaby, beautiful baby, and yeah, so they're up there. Oh, yeah, Julie, you like the cat, baby? Ronnie likes to make everybody see it because he loves it. He loves it. Hey, talk about shoveling snow. Now I didn't know this. And maybe it's not for everybody, but you know, shoveling snow, at least for some folks, is almost an invitation to a heart attack. I didn't know that. I watched that on something the other day. And I'm thinking, my Lord, everybody up north has to shovel snow. So everybody up there, I guess, it's an invitation. I think it's shoveling snow supposedly must really exert more energy. And maybe there's other factors too, you know, the cold air, something you can't breathe enough air in or something, whatever, and it's hard work, you know, you exerting all this energy. I don't know, but that's what it said. And I thought, oh, Lord, if it snows here, gee, I ain't going out. You have to go shovel snow, gee. Yeah, you better get a snowblower. You better get a snowblower. Uh, I didn't see who's watching this place for him. Somebody said it's usually, I think Jeff and them did the last time they went somewhere. And it may be the fireman, the fire chief's son, or somebody up there watching it for him. He always has somebody up there. Or Jamie is? No, not Jamie. Jamie would be, okay, Jamie. That's, I can't believe Jamie didn't go. Jamie is home. Okay, Jamie didn't go. So Lester went up to cold country by himself. Freeze his butt off. He gonna freeze his butt off. Jamie's taking care of everything. Jamie needs to know she needs help. She needs help, call me. I'll send Ben. I can go, but I ain't gonna be no help to her. Yeah, Lester went by himself. Okay. He wanted to meet the baby. Okay, that's awesome. I saw the picture of him holding the baby. That's a beautiful baby. Beautiful baby. And Lester, he'll like the snow. He truly will. He'll like that. We don't get to see enough snow around here. You know, it just snows here just a little bit every few years. You know. So he'll enjoy the snow. And he gives him a couple of days off. Then he got to shovel snow. Yeah, that baby's got the hair, don't it? It's got the hair. I bet he was fascinated by the snow. We don't see it, stuff around here like that. You guys grow up with it. It's nothing new. Us, I bet G didn't know he went either. So I'll tell him when I go in. We're the last to know. We're the last to know. We get most of our information from you folks. Lester's very fortunate to have Jamie. He truly is. Very fortunate. She really fits in with this wild bunch around here, I'll tell you. He gonna find out what real winter's about. I bet so. He'll be glad to get home. Deanna passed. I'm sorry. Hang on. I didn't see who sent that. Sometimes these comments come by fast, guys. Someone, whoops, hang on. Miss Dallas had a birthday, but then if somebody had passed away, Miss Dallas. Amy, is it Amy? Y'all had Amy, her family needs prayers. Okay. Deanna passed away. Okay. Deanna. God love them. Pray for that family. I got Miss Can Do has a birthday. Okay. I wrote down Miss Dallas. Is that Miss Can Do the same one? It don't matter, we'll sing twice. Your kid's father passed away, okay? Sorry about that. Yukon Tommy should be here. He's kind of quiet. He's a very quiet person. He may be huddled around that fire. Trying to stay warm. Yeah, Yukon Tommy. Ronnie gave him that name. His name is Thomas. Yes, keep those families in prayer that have lost someone, guys. He started shoveling that snow. He may find out you have to dress different up there, different kind of boots and shoes and stuff. Maybe, I don't know. He's choking a well blower. Oh, come on, William. That's cold. Happy birthday, Shelly. Shelly's got a birthday. All right. Well, we got a good list here. Good list on birthdays. All right. Lisa and Marie, good morning. Martine, good morning. Sweet PawPaw, I like that. Thank you. It's not Miss Dallas. Okay, I got you. It's not Miss Dallas. It's Miss Can Do. I make mistakes down here, you know. Everybody's entitled to one. Yeah, Candy, there you go. Might just say happy birthday to everybody. Yeah, happy birthday to everybody. Michael needs prayer, okay. I thought we got Michael. Yeah, I thought we got Michael over here. Yeah. My brother is doing okay. You know, he has that problem with fall and stuff, but besides that, he's fine. But he's got him a walker, but he won't go to the doctor to see what's really going on, because it's kind of come on kind of sudden. He's always been very active, but he's turned 91. But that don't mean nothing. You know, if you don't just get weak overnight. You know, it just kind of come on all of a sudden, and but his wife can't get him to go to the doctor. It could be maybe some kind of blood pressure thing or something like that. I don't know what would cause that, you know. But so he opted to just get him a walker. I use a cane almost when I'm outside, almost constantly, and I can get around without a cane. But a cane gives you a lot of comfort. It just makes you feel more secure, you know. I don't have to have a cane in the house, you know, but outside and I'm walking and stuff and feeding up whatever, I like to have that cane with me. It's just a kind of better for balance and stuff, you know. So, and my friend Larry come over and brought his cat, and he says, well, I'm on a cane now. Join the crowd, but Larry's 83, and or will be this month, I think. Praying for Tammy's daughter. I do pretty good. I do pretty good. I don't trust my knees. If I step in a hole or something, they want to give way, you know. And so that cane just kind of keeps me to, you know, you know what I mean. Maybe you don't. Roberta, you think I'm working too hard? I don't think I am. I take breaks. I do. You know, I worked out there in the barn yesterday, and one lady said she couldn't stand that barn. She'd be like, gee, you wouldn't be going to that barn. It's all right. Now, I got cats in that barn. Went in there yesterday, and there's a cat I'd never seen before in her sleep. Well, that means there's no rats in there. I'm sure he ain't gonna let a rat in there. The other day I went in, there was another cat in there, which I don't know, it's that old big tomcat that travels. He comes and goes. He was in there asleep, up on my work table. just curled up. He'll let you pet him, but he don't live here. And I pet him a little bit, but so I know if the cats are in there. Yeah, well, the kitties are funny. They go out there too. They go everywhere. They go everywhere. If I'm out there, wherever I'm at, and they hear me talking, and they wouldn't hear me if I wasn't making a video, but I'm out there talking on video, something on the phone, and they hear me. Here they come. Just running. But I'm always scared that they're not going to follow me back home. But so far they have. And I come back to the house, they come right behind me. But I just don't want them to stay over there and get run over. Dan, them coming in and out wouldn't be looking for a little cat. Just drive in, they might run over one of them. So, you grew up on a milking farm. Good dairy. You always wanted a dairy when I was young man growing up, not growing up, but when I got a young man, I always thought that'd be an awesome job, a good life. But dairies kept going out of business around here. We used to have a lot of dairies, and just this one right after another would just go out. And I thought, well, that's maybe not a good idea. Maybe not a good idea. But they do have to work 7 days a week. 7 days a week. There's no vacations there unless you got somebody come and take care of you, I got to reach over to the coffee pot, so hang on. Don't leave. Good morning, Carla. What's wrong with Carla this morning? What's wrong with our Carla? Pray for Carla. Hang on. Little pot holds 3 cups. Yeah. I think Keisha sent that to me. I believe. I could be wrong. Dairy farming is stressful. Yeah, I think so. Because you're dealing with milk prices, ups and downs. You're dealing with your animals, keeping them healthy. All kinds of regulations you got to, be up on. Sanitation, all that kind of stuff. Plus the labor. The labor and the feed and all the cost that goes in. You just try to make the books balance out, and raise a family. Whew, yeah, it's got to be tough. Good morning, Carol. My kids, Sandy, talking about fresh cow milk. Lester and them wouldn't drink fresh cow milk. Would not do it. We always had a milk cow, and I love milking. And the last 2 milk cows I bought, they were heifers, and raised them. I bought them at a dairy and raised them. Beautiful little jerseys. And because my kids wouldn't drink milk, and I don't know why I got them, because I knew they ain't gonna drink the milk, I give them to my dad. And my dad always milked, and so I give them both to him. But we could take cow milk, pour it into a milk jug, and they drink it. Yeah, trick them. Yeah, they see that Barton's or whatever milk jug, they'd pour milk up, drink like crazy, and I'd come in and pour milk into it. Cow milk, they never knew the difference. The good thing about cow milk, Jersey especially, my dad always had Jersey. You pour it, you strain it, everything after you milked it, and you come in, you strain it, and you put it into a jug, big top, open top jug, whatever you call it, put a lid on it, put it and set it in an ice box. Fridge. Some of you guys don't know what an ice box is. Put it in the ice box. The next morning, that cream would separate and come to the top. It'd be that thick in the top of that milk. And my dad take a big ladle, what do y'all call them? Spoon. And he'd dip that out and put it into another jug. And put it back in the back of the ice box, in the back of it. Got it back in there. And he'd add to it every day till he got a certain amount. Then he'd churn butter. He'd sit there and churn that jug. Sit there by the wood heater, if it's winter time, or sit there for other TV watching the news, churn it away. Next thing you know, you'd have pound or so of butter, and pour that buttermilk off, and he liked buttermilk, so he'd save that, and he'd even cook with it sometimes. But pour that buttermilk off, put that butter in the dish, salt it down a little bit, mix a little salt with it, and there it's set. It'd be on the table, had a little cover dish on it, and you wanted butter on your toast or biscuits or whatever, there it was. Nice soft butter, ready to go. Put it in the icebox and get hard. But it'll last a long time sitting up on that table there like that with that cover over it. It can't beat cow butter. We buy cow butter because we don't have a milk cow, but we buy the butter, and I don't like buttermilk, but it's good to cook with. But we don't use. She gets margins for some things. I think she'll mix that margin with some of the stuff she cooks with. If I'm gonna have a biscuit or toast or whatever, I want real butter on it, real stuff. Anyway, all right, let's look over our prayer list, guys. If we wait too long, we'll miss somebody or something. Okay. We got Deanne, Atari, Larry, and Fabian, and Susan. Okay. Or Deanna, I guess. Derek, Gabe, and Cynthia, Keenan, Doris, Vienna, Michael, Yvonne, Bob, Spencer, Dorothy, Reba, Amy, Pam and Cheryl, Charlotte, Cookie, and Nina, Leanne, Shelley, and Wendy, Pamela, Justin, and Deborah, Tracy, Josephine, and Jill, and Lester, and Michelle, Linda, David, Darren, Jennifer, Elizabeth, Fran, George, and Jay Lee, Kim, Norman, and Bob, Margaret, Billy's family. They just went through a stroke. Sandra, and Amy. And remember old Steve. And Steve, Susan in the hospital, you ladies may not realize it, but when you ladies are not around, us guys have a problem. We don't get everything done like we probably should. So, I got that. Pray for Steve, because he's going to be doing, Susan too, naturally, but she's in the hospital. He's going to be doing everything that she might would normally be doing at home. He's going to be trying to do it all himself and try to remember what all has to be done. He's got pets and stuff, which he knows how to do all that stuff, but they're just stuff this guys is not don't do on a normal daily basis. If she wasn't here, hospital or something, I would be, what did I do next? Well, I know how to vacuum, being a good husband. I know how to vacuum. I'm not real good at making up beds. I probably wouldn't make up a bed. I'm going to sleep in again tonight. What do you think, Buster? Looks good to me, PawPaw. But anyway, pray for Susan and pray for Steve too, okay? Now, listen, if you're new out there, sometimes we get some new folks popping on here, and if you're new, it's just a chat place. We just chat about everything. You're welcome. And just let us know who you are, where you're from. And so many of these people, that I say it all the time, have made friends on here that when this turns off and we're going about our business today, they're calling each other, they're chatting with each other, they texting each other, and just on and on. Oh, yeah, Carla. Got to remember Carla. I didn't put Carla down. Carla is, I don't know what's going on with Carla, but pray for her too. She, who was that? somebody, I didn't see that last name went by there real quick. Send that back to me. Hooked up and listening. Carla, what's going on with you, sweetie? Sue Burdick. Okay, Sue Burdick needs prayer also. Sue Burdick, I got you. Sue Burdick. Got a Sue Chapman and a Sue Burdick. Okay. Remember these folks. Yeah, Carla's kind of special to me because she was very honest about biting herself when I sang to her. And I like that. I like, Ronnie, I like honest people, Ronnie. Oh, she get an infusion for her headaches. Okay, God bless her. Yeah, keep her in her prayer. But she let me know right off after I sung to her how she chewed her lip up real bad. Couldn't kiss old Seth for weeks. And bit him, I think, a few times. But she's very honest. I like her. But she's special. Praying for you, baby girl. All right. Let's do our birthdays, okay? I've got Britt. That's the name I got. Ivan. Cassie. Miss Can Do. And Shelly. Oh, that bite can give her headaches? It may have. Yeah. Bernice needs prayer. I got to put Bernice on here. I'm gonna redo my list now. I got names all over this place. Bernice, pray for Bernice. And Stephanie. And if you're on that prayer list, we're so glad that we hope and pray you're doing better. And we've had so many send messages take me off the prayer list. I'm fine now, and thank you so much for you guys praying for me. And we believe in prayers. Okay, let's do the birthdays, okay? Jake or a dapper hat wants to be like me, or you maybe want to be like Lester. They're kind of a lot of like him and Lester. They are. Maybe try to be like Lester. I like your little hats. I don't wear them out at work. I'd get them all dirty and messed up. And but they are neat. Oh yeah. Yeah, I brought an American flag back when I was overseas with me. We had over there. Still got it. And a helicopter or something come over, flying over low, and we used to have military helicopters flew over all the time. Now they would still do. And they'd run out through the yard, that American flag, run around that flag blowing. Yeah. All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Britt, Cassie, Miss Can Do, and Shelly. Happy birthday to you. All right, now this is going to be a different one. It's going to be a little bit different. Cha-cha-cha, yeah. This is for Ivan. Ivan gets his own song. Now listen, Ivan he's different than us. He's different than us, so he gets a little bit different song. Got to be a little bit more kind of laid back for Ivan, like it's kind of like Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, my boy Ivan. Happy birthday to you. Hee-haw. Yeah, y'all wouldn't want that on y'all's song. But I had to do it for Ivan. And I'll do it again when I go out this morning for his little birthday. I will go out and bring him in, give him his treats, give him his breakfast, give him some treats, talk to him a little bit, and then I'm going to just let him have the day right out here in the yard. Just do what he wants to do. I'll probably pay for it. No, I'll pay for it. Yeah, I'll pay for it because when he starts doing stuff, he likes to visit. And he'll go over at it, Bree's front door, stand around, or Dan's front door, back door, wherever he wants to go. He'll come over here. As long as he don't go down the driveway, I'm good. If you don't try to go down the driveway, he starts down the driveway, he has to go back in the pen. He has to go back to pasture. So can't have him out on the road. No, not having. So anyway, we'll do that this morning sometime. I want to put on a little bit of video for him. Thank you so much, there, Peggy. Brenda, thank y'all. I'm gonna tell him all these folks sending happy birthday to you, Ivy. I'm gonna be going to see Ronnie at some point because he lies. Ronnie cannot tell the truth. He keeps saying, "Me and Jimmy coming over. Me and Jimmy coming down there. Me and Jimmy." And I went and got new tires for my truck. Me and Jimmy's coming down. He ain't showed up. He ain't gonna show up. So I'll have to go see him again. But Dan will be going up at some point. Ronnie's got that little baby calf. He wants Daniel to have it to build with his little mini herd. And beautiful little calf. So when Dan goes up to get it, I'll go with him. And you never know what's going to happen when I get there. You know, last time I went, listen, I sometimes think I shouldn't even go because he abuses me. The last time I went, you know, I get out of the truck and he sat there on his golf cart. You know, I got a golf cart for you, PawPaw. You can't get around. And he said other bad words about me. But anyway, so I sat down on the golf cart and I'm videoing us, and all of a sudden he hollers, Don't grope me. I ain't touched him. I ain't gonna touch him. I ain't gonna touch him. And he started hollering at me, I'm groping him. So next time I'm not getting on a golf cart with him. I'm gonna stay way away from him. I may hug him, but I'm gonna make sure I got witnesses. Yeah. Yeah, but let him sing. I don't know. I am gonna take a cap, one of these caps. I ain't gonna leave it with him. You know, tell him what he'll do with it. But I am gonna take a picture of him. At least he'll be dapper one time. One time. Ronnie needs a dapper cap. And if I'd wear it all the time, I'd give him one. I've got several. Lester give me some, and I've been sent some. Man sent me my first. And I would give him one. But he ain't gonna wear it. How old is Ivan? I'm gonna give you a guess. 4 or 5? 4 or 5? I went back trying to look how old Ivan was. And I think Ivan is 4. And then some people say he's 5. It's 4 or 5. He don't care. He don't care. But it could be 5. I just went back looking at some videos I had. See, I wasn't making videos that much when Ivan come along. Lester and all of them was making the videos. And I believe, I know it's 4 or 5. It's one or the other. So we'll just go with 4 or 5. Yeah. Jamie would know because they'll have the videos of it. And I go back and go through all their videos and find it. But I ain't got time to go back and go through everybody's videos, guys. I'll be honest with you. I don't have the time. People say, "Did you see this video?" You see, I don't. I don't have the time to watch everybody's videos. I still have to do stuff myself, and I'm not real fast at getting everything done. But now and then, I'll try to look up stuff, you know, on a video, but I poured too much coffee here. Hang on. I slurped. I'm sorry. I almost ran over my top of my cup. One lady says, don't slurp. Well, I'm slurping. I was about to run over. Okay. I heard William Sweet Cheeks. William calling somebody Sweet Cheeks or somebody calling William Sweet Cheeks. I don't know. Born in 2021, and that would make him what? 5, wouldn't it? This is 2026. So there you are. I just know one thing about Ivan. He's a super good donkey. Yeah, I can say about him out here. Can't say it in front of him. But I love that boy. He's no matter where I'm at, he comes to hang out with me. And the funniest thing about Ivan, this is one of the funniest things about I find with Ivan. He loves to pick on people, and he loves to pick on Cuz. Now, me and Cuz can be down there at Camp Patty sitting and just talking, and Ivan sees him. If he sees him, here he comes. And Cuz will say things like, oh no, he saw me. And he will, but he'll say other words too. He says other words not so nice about Ivan. And Ivan will come up, stand behind him, knock his hat off, pick on him, put his head over his shoulder looking at him. Anything to upset him. He is a good protector. When he's with the goats and stuff, I don't worry about him. Yeah, I wish he had been in with little Owen and them that night when those dogs came. They wouldn't have got nothing. They wouldn't have got nothing but a butt whipping because he don't like dogs. He don't like coyotes. Poor Dan tried to take his little dogs out for walks. Now chases them off. He don't bother mine because he knows them. He'll eventually get used to Dan's dogs. He'll eventually get used to them, and they won't bother him a bit. But a strange dog, it's on. Ivan's after him. But he's just been a very good donkey. I don't know what I'd do without him. He chased coyotes off. Not only from me, one day I saw him do it, he chased some off from Jake was out. And there's 2 of them come out across there, and Ivan took off after he put them on the road. Put them on a run. Yeah, and he'll hear me, and he'll start that talking, you know, that he usually he's kind of fussing at me. You know, I want breakfast, PawPaw, you better hurry up, I'm ready to eat. But he's a lot of fun. He is a lot of fun. I'm thankful I got him. I truly am. Yeah, I don't think we'll see Dan with one of his caps on. He's like Ronnie. He's not a dapper guy like us or like PawPaw. He don't know what dapper is. I pick on Dan a lot of here. I see him out there with cowboy boots on and shorts and a cowboy hat. But you know, funny thing was, he was going somewhere. I forget where he was going. Flying somewhere at the airport. And he, cowboy hat, his t-shirt on, his shorts. And there sat this guy in his seat there, and I think Dan videoed him. Cowboy hat on, t-shirt, and shorts. I says, well, Dan ain't the only one. Oh, thank you there, Carla. Carla can't sit down there back and wear one. I haven't seen Hatari yet. Hatari's been having some health issues too. You need to remember her. We got her on our prayer list. Ivy does pick on Cuz. He does pick on Cuz. He loves picking on Cuz. Now I think he knows. I think he knows it's aggravating Cuz no end. And if he was a goat, Cuz would be hollering, "Put him on the pit. Put him on the pit." Barry, you gone? We love you, sweetie. You take care. You have a good day. Barry's pretty special. She been with me a long time. Now and then she likes to get on to me, you know, straighten me out a little bit. Usually because Ronnie's went whiny potting to her, you know, telling her how Thomas and I are treating him. You know, she don't see the part where he done us dirty. Like this morning, I says, "Good morning, my friend." Yeah, I ain't gonna tell you what the answer I got back. It wasn't near that. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I may need it. I may. Uh, Usually Ronnie's the first one I speak to in the mornings and probably the last I speak to at night. And that's what probably I have my nightmares for. Nightmares. Happy birthday to anybody celebrating a birthday today. That's true. Anybody, if we missed you, we're sorry we missed you. Didn't sing to you, but happy birthday anyway. And we missed you on the prayer list. We're sorry about that, but God knows who you are. And I think he appreciates us asking for prayers. That's what we're supposed to do. So, yeah. That's not weird. The weird part's the nightmares I have. Gonna get 60 degrees in Kentucky next week. Awesome. We're gonna be the rest of this week, I think, in the 60s and 70s. Even I think we're gonna hit up in the 70s this week, and in the 40s at night, 40s and 50s at night. That's awesome weather. Larry and I are going to plan, if it stays this way 2 or 3 days in a row, we're going to plan a camping trip and take off and go camping. The good thing about that cold weather, guys, if you can stay in, get you a good movie or something, a good hot cup of coffee or hot chocolate, whatever you like. Cook you a nice meal, watch TV, read a good book, sit by the fireplace, if you got all that stuff. If you don't, yeah, you're going to be cold. Take care, Betsy Lou. Good morning. Have a great day. We're running almost our times. You know, the hour goes kind of fast, I think. You know, we sit here chatting, you know, like this. It seems like it's gone, you know. I hope all y'all have a great day. Stay safe, you know. If you're out there in that cold, try not to get sick. Try not to get hurt. Remember what I told you about them shoveling that snow? You better take care of it. You don't just get out there and work too hard, because they said it causes a lot of heart attacks. It's one of the worst kind of things you can do. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Well, I practice a little medicine, but you know. Time flies, you're surrounded by good people. That's true. It really does. Anyway, if you're new on here, thank you for coming. Hope you come back. Hope you'll enjoy it. We just have a fun time here. Weather gets better, I'll be out there building a little fire one morning with outside, or get back in there with the little cats, back in the cat house. I kind of like cat houses. You just go back in that cat house. Roddy, that's a cat house out there, Roddy. He'll say something nasty. All right, yeah. Like and subscribe, hit the like button, and make sure you come back, okay? talk to you guys later. It's almost that time. I don't like to cut into nobody else's time, so I try to be out of here by, by 9 o'clock. And it's 8. I started at 8 o'clock here, and 3 days a week. So if you want to come back, we'll be back on here Friday, and I have a video every morning. Good Lord's willing. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Cha-cha-cha. Y'all be careful, okay? Love y'all.